Welcome to the Darkling Cast channel.
The rain was relentless that night on Ashwood Lane. Street lights just struggling against the haze, casting these long, eerie shadows in the alleys. It really sets a mood, doesn't it? That damp chill, the unsettling quiet, it just clings to everything. And that is exactly where our deep dive into shadows on Ashwood Lane kicks off.
Okay, let's unpack this. We're following Detective Clara Reed. She starts peeling back the layers of what looks like a straightforward murder, but it exposes this hidden network, much more sinister. So our mission today, we want to guide you through her investigation. We'll highlight the crucial clues, yeah, but also those intuitive leaps, the chilling realizations, how a single crime spirals into this high-stakes battle against, well, unseen forces.
And what's really compelling here, I think, is we're not just listing facts, like what happened. We're diving into how a seasoned detective, 12 years on the force, right? How she connects these disparate pieces, those faint traces, subtle contradictions, how she pieces that together to uncover a much larger, much more dangerous truth. It's really about seeing beyond the obvious first glance. Absolutely. So let's set that scene. The initial call, it came in about an hour earlier. A body found in an abandoned storage facility way at the end of Ashwood Lane, and we meet Detective Clara Reed. Now, despite all her experience, she felt, and this is a quote, "Tonight felt different." She had this immediate sense of unease, almost like the weather itself was, I don't know, a warning. So for a veteran detective, someone who's supposedly seen it all, is this kind of intuition just like a story detail, or does it play a real role in how they approach a scene?
That's a really interesting question. Because, yeah, it might sound a bit mystical almost, but police intuition, it's very real. It's not magic, though. It's more like unconscious pattern recognition, built up from years and years of experience, hundreds of crime scenes, thousands of interviews. It lets them spot anomalies super quickly, things a rookie might just miss. So when Clara feels that edge to it, like a predator circling prey, that's her brain processing all these subtle cues. It's screaming, this isn't routine.
Yeah.
That sense of foreboding, it's not just the rain, it's a massive red flag going up in our mind.
Okay. And when she arrives, we meet the victim, Victor Langley. Local accountant, late 30s. The description is well-dressed, known for his meticulous work and quiet demeanor. On paper, just a man like any other.
Yeah, and it's funny how often the most ordinary-seeming people end up right in the middle of extraordinary situations. A man like any other, well, they often hide secrets, especially when that meticulousness, as an accountant, that can be a cover, couldn't it? Or maybe the key itself to something much bigger. It's that classic setup, the mundane exterior hiding a complex, maybe even dangerous inner world.
So he's found on the cold concrete floor, face pale, eyes wide open, like frozen in surprise or shock. And crucially, the scene shows no signs of a struggle. But, and here's the contradiction, his briefcase was open. Papers scattered everywhere, and they were all burned along the edges as if someone had tried to destroy evidence.
That's it.
Clara also spots this faint chemical stain near Victor's wrist. Hints at poison, but it's not yet conclusive.
Right, these details, they seem almost contradictory, don't they? But they're actually critical. The no signs of struggle right there at the body. But then you have the deliberately burned papers and that chemical trace. It immediately signals something calculated. Not spontaneous, not a random fight. It suggests maybe a premeditated execution. Victim subdued quickly, maybe incapacitated before being placed there. And the burned papers, that's really telling. It points the motive directly towards information, specifically financial discrepancies, the open briefcase, the scattered papers. The killer wasn't just grabbing cash. They were looking for something specific or, actively destroying evidence right there. It pivots the whole thing away from simple robbery towards a crime where information is the real prize.
And Clara's focus is immediately like a laser. She looks at those papers, financial statements, tax returns, something that didn't add up. She figures out pretty quickly, every line hinted at discrepancies too deliberate to be accidental. Someone had been laundering money, big money, and Victor had known too much.
That's a huge leap from just murder victim. Oh, absolutely. For a veteran detective, finding signs of money laundering, that whole process of hiding dirty money's origins, it instantly flags a much larger criminal operation. We're way beyond street-level crime here. It suggests the crime wasn't personal, it was professional. Victor Langley wasn't just some accountant. He was likely a gatekeeper, maybe a key player in these illicit financial flows. And the deliberate nature of those discrepancies points to a sophisticated operation, not some petty crook. So yeah, the whole investigation shifts. You're not just tracking a killer anymore, you're unraveling a complex financial web. You need a different toolkitless forensics, more financial tracing, intelligence gathering.
Okay, and this is where Officer Miller steps in with something vital. He tells Clara they found a security camera down the block. It covers the alley behind the warehouse. The footage is grainy, naturally, but it shows this tall man, dark hoodie, approaching Victor. There's a brief, sharp, and violent struggle. The man grabs the briefcase, then just vanishes into the night, leaving Victor crumpled on the floor.
Ah, see, that's a critical piece. It helps reconcile the no signs of struggle at the actual body scene with the video showing a violent struggle earlier. It could mean the initial attack was an ambush, swift, decisive, maybe incapacitated Victor before he could fight back in a way that left obvious marks. Or maybe the body was moved after the attack. Either way, the attacker was highly effective. That points to some level of training, competence. It's about controlling the victim, controlling the scene.
And it gets even more chilling. Miller points out, what's strange? There's no fingerprints except Victor's. It's like the guy never touched anything but him.
Wow.
So this clean approach, it immediately elevates the profile of who did this, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's not just being careful. That signifies a level of operational discipline, the kind you see in trained professionals. They're not just committing a crime, they're executing a mission. They have pre-planned evasion tactics. No prints, quick violent struggle, takes a specific item, the briefcase disappears without a trace. That all points to someone who knows exactly how to do this and cover their tracks. For Clara, this instantly shifts the profile away from maybe a random act to a highly organized, potentially state-of-the-art hit. It's like a signature, really. A signature of some unseen, sophisticated force at work.
So the next morning, Clara goes to Victor's apartment, described as immaculate, almost sterile. Like, no personal clutter, no sign of a life outside work. It's almost too perfect, you know? But then she finds it, a hidden drawer in a kitchen cabinet. And inside, a small notebook, filled with these meticulous notes, transactions, account numbers, cryptic annotations. And here it is, the aha moment, the real linchpin. Among all those notes, one name pops up again and again in every single entry. R. Hawthorne.
Boom. That's the breakthrough Clara desperately needed. This single name, tucked away in a hidden personal record inside this otherwise sterile apartment. It's the crucial thread. It's the personal link that validates her suspicion this was a professional job. And the source material tells us R. Hawthorne gets traced to a shell corporation registered overseas. Owner, shrouded in secrecy, right? And linking to an overseas shell corp. That's critical. For investigators, a shell company in a place known for financial secrecy, especially tied to suspicious activity, that's almost always a deliberate move to hide things. It creates a financial ghost. It's designed specifically to hide who's really benefiting from illicit funds and make tracing them incredibly difficult, a hallmark of sophisticated organized crime. So R. Hawthorne isn't just a name, it's like a doorway to this faceless entity hiding behind a complex financial maze.
And as Clara digs deeper into this Hawthorne connection, she starts to feel it. That unease again, but worse. She feels watched. The source says every call she made, every address she visited, someone seemed to be watching. She couldn't shake the feeling of eyes behind curtains, of shadows moving just out of sight. That psychological toll, having an unseen enemy. It must be intense. It starts blurring the lines of the investigation itself.
Yeah, this is where the story shifts, doesn't it? It goes from just a procedural investigation into more of a psychological thriller, at least for Clara. Her intuition is now screaming she's not just hunting a killer, she's being hunted. This feeling of constant surveillance, it suggests the network knows she's making progress. They're actively responding, maybe trying to intimidate her, definitely monitoring her. Now, for a detective, knowing you're being watched is a huge psychological burden, but it also confirms you're getting close. Close to a truth someone powerful really wants to keep buried. It means the stakes are escalating way beyond just solving one murder.
And then, just 3 days later, the chilling confirmation arrives. Another body. A woman, mid-30s, found in her apartment, seen, ransacked. But again, nothing stolen except a single envelope of documents. And the critical link. The woman's phone had only one contact, and it was the same. R. Hawthorne.
Oh, man. The terrifying pattern is undeniable now. Victor wasn't the first, and clearly he wouldn't be the last. The pattern is described as precise, surgical, no witnesses, no evidence left behind.
This is a profound shift, a real turning point in how Clara has to see this. She's not just investigating individual murders anymore. She's uncovering a systematic erasure operation. The target isn't just the people, it's the information they hold. That ransacked apartment, the single stolen envelope. It confirms Hawthorne's real motive is controlling and destroying incriminating data. It absolutely solidifies Clara's deduction. Hawthorne isn't just one person, it's a network that's erasing anyone who could trace the money. It's an organization silencing threats to their financial secrets. This is now a much broader, way more dangerous intelligence game, not just homicide. But then, something unexpected happens. A break in their perfect pattern. Clara finds an unencrypted email in Hawthorne's digital footprint. A massive mistake for such careful operators. The message itself is vague, but it mentions a meeting. Where? Ashwood Lane. Tonight. The very street where this whole nightmare began. The sheer audacity. Returning to the scene. It's astounding. And Clara makes a really stark choice here. She decides to go alone.
That's a huge moment, isn't it? An unencrypted email from this super meticulous network. It seems like a fundamental error, which makes you wonder, was it a genuine slip-up? Here, or could it be a deliberate trap? Either way, for Clara, it's this unique chance, but yeah, fraught with immense danger. Her decision to go alone, it's not just about being brave, I think. It underscores her resolve, her willingness to face this thing head-on, maybe without risking her colleagues if she suspects the situation is compromised, maybe even internally. It's a calculated, deeply personal risk to finally try and corner this entity.
So she arrives, walking back into that rain like a shadow herself, her gun loaded, heart pounding. At the end of the lane, under the faint glow of a broken streetlight, a figure emerges. Tall, indistinct, features hidden by the hood. The predator has come out to hunt, and Clara's challenge just rings out into the rain. "What do you want, Hawthorne?"
Hawthorne's reply, it's chillingly calm, measured. "Truth, detective. You're closer than anyone else," and that scares them.
Oh.
Wow. That line is incredibly significant. First, it confirms Clara is dead on right. She is close. But more importantly, that scares them. It confirms Hawthorne isn't the ultimate power, just an agent maybe, a face for something larger, more elusive. It confirms Clara's deepest fears. She's not chasing a lone wolf. She's just stepped into the lair of a much larger, unseen beast.
And then bam, the shocking revelation hits immediately. Suddenly another figure appeared behind her. The terrifying truth laid bare. Hawthorne isn't one person, it's a network, a web woven through the city, and Clara has just walked right into its center.
Exactly. The profound implications of scares them. Plus, that second figure appearing. It confirms this larger, powerful, anonymous organization operating deep in the shadows. This isn't just about catching a killer anymore. It's about exposing a whole systemic operation with deep roots, like a hydra almost. For Clara, the game has fundamentally changed right there. Catching Hawthorne won't be about evidence bags and paper trails or surveillance footage anymore. It's going to be a battle of nerves, a clash of wits against an invisible enemy that controls information and wields deadly force across the city. Her unwavering resolve facing that, knowing that, it's truly remarkable.
This deep dive, wow, it's really taken us on a gripping journey, hasn't it? From that single, meticulously arranged crime scene on a rainy night, all the way to uncovering this vast secret network. A network willing to just erase anyone who gets too close to their truth. It's really a testament to Detective Clara Reed's courage, her dedication, her refusal to back down, even when the shadows literally started watching her.
Indeed it is. This deep dive really shows us how pursuing knowledge, even into the darkest corners, can just peel back layers of hidden power and intrigue. It highlights that crucial importance of looking beyond the obvious, beyond the first impression, and yeah, the chilling realization that some truths aren't just protected by silence, but by active, precise erasure, by a deadly web. It's a stark reminder of the complexities you face when you're up against highly organized, information-driven crime.
So for you, our listener, what stands out most about Clara's unwavering promise that not tonight, not ever, refusal to back down, in a world where information itself can be deadly, where shadows hide these powerful forces?
Yeah.
What personal cost might you be willing to pay to uncover a truth that genuinely scares them? What would it truly mean to stand alone against such a formidable, invisible enemy? Something to think about.